pretty cool. The Google logo is for the Giro d'Italia. Good job, Google. But good morning, welcome back to another vlog, another video. What day is it? It is Friday morning here in the UK. Now let me talk to you about today in terms of training. Obviously last night, if you saw yesterday's vlog, you'll know I was racing at the crit. And tomorrow is Saturday and I'm also racing. There's no proper, well for me anyway, for first cat or elite riders, there's no proper road racing on this weekend in the north of England anywhere, which is bizarre, especially as there was no racing last weekend either. But the only thing that is on is Darley Moor Crit on Saturday over in Derby, which, because there's no road racing on, I'm gonna do. That means today I would normally take as a rest day, but I can't really take it as a rest day if I'm racing again tomorrow. So today at some point I'm gonna do between 45 minutes and 1 hour recovery. Nice and easy just to keep the legs ticking over. And then hopefully I'll be somewhat fresh tomorrow morning. But before I do that, this morning, my friend Mike is coming over to pick me up and we're gonna go somewhere and do something I'm not too sure about yet and I'm kind of nervous about, but you'll find out in a minute. Alright Mike, are you ready to film me falling off my bike?
I'm ready.
I'm not.
You get hurt.
I'm not ready, especially I'm racing tomorrow and what I'm about to do isn't very safe, but it's for the video, we got to do it. Alright, so a few weeks ago, actually probably about a month ago now, I did some work for an app on your phone, a BikeComputer app essentially, and the reason I did some work for it was because of the standout feature for me was the keep me safe feature, which essentially, when the app is running and you're out on your bike and then you crash, you can set it up to contact up to 5 people to let them know you've crashed, the speed you've crashed and the location you've crashed at. Now this is all good and well me telling you guys that it does that, but this was actually my idea. I wanted to see, does it actually work? So I'm essentially going to crash my bike today. I've set Michael up, who's holding the camera, as my emergency contact. So hopefully when I crash, my phone's going to send him a text, tell him where I've crashed. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous about this because I've not done this before. I'm purposely crashing my bike and I'm probably going to hurt myself. Should be fun. My leg. Alright, so. As we can see, the fall alert has been activated. We've got to wait 20 more seconds. If we're fine, we click the I am fine button. But I'm not fine, so we're not going to click it. And then, what it should do is text Mike. So I'm just going to wait for it to finish. I don't know why I did that. That actually hurt.
Let's see if it actually comes for your text now.
Alright, so if you open that, I'll take the camera. Alright, we're just going to go in the shade because you can't see his phone from the glare of the sun. But there is a map and it shows where we currently are. Alright, yeah, there we go. So if you click the map, Google Map loads up, just zoom in. That is where we are, the Millennium Green. That is here. So I think we can conclude from that painful ordeal that the app works. Check it out, I'll put the links to the App Store and the Google Store in the description down below. Thanks for your help. I guess the idea behind doing that today was because, you know, I promoted this app about a month ago and I just wanted to make sure and prove that the keep me safe feature, you know, worked. I didn't want to be promoting a dodgy app or something that didn't work. I wanted to show you guys that it does actually work. And a couple of things I didn't mention last time, you can link it with Strava, and the app also runs in the background, so you don't actually have to have your phone screen turned on. You can be off the app and you could be on something else. You don't have to actually have the BikeComputer app running. So as I mentioned at the start of today's video, I'm kind of in a mixed place about what to do today. I raced last night and I'm racing again tomorrow, so I definitely don't want to do nothing, because if I do nothing I will just become really stiff for the race tomorrow. But my legs are so sore after yesterday's racing and also after the time trial on Tuesday. So I came to a good compromise that I would do about 30 or 40 minutes today. Really easy, just literally spinning the legs, removing some of the lactic acid that has built up over the last few days, and maybe, hopefully, possibly stop at the cafe. Whilst the weather's nice again today, I'm back out in this black kit. Digital camo is quickly becoming one of my favourite patterns. I've even changed my character on Zwift to a blue cycling cam coloured digital camo. cows! Lots of cows. But yeah, digital camo, it kind of reminds me of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I used to love that game. That's probably why I love this camo. Alright, I was going to go back down to the Velo Cafe in Croston today, however it shuts at 3 o'clock. It's about 2:45 now, so by the time I got there and had a drink, it would have been time to leave, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be rushing. So instead I'm just going to go back down to the usual, you know where I'm going. I could literally sit there all afternoon in the sunshine, but I've got to get home, I've got work to do, and I want to watch the finish of stage 1 of the Giro. How fit do you need to be to start racing? This is a question often I get asked, and my answer this year has been the same to everyone. So yesterday at the crit I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we were talking about that top end speed that you need in racing. It's very, very hard to train that top end speed. And what I mean by that is I truly believe you can push yourself more, you can go harder when you're racing. You know, for example, let's talk about hill repeats. If you're doing some hard hill efforts, if you were doing them with another person and another person that was racing you would probably be able to go harder than if you're just doing those intervals on your own. Similarly, if you're doing a 20-minute interval just on your own out training, I am pretty certain you can go harder when you stick a number on your bike and do it as a formal time trial. And yeah, I just think you can physically push yourself more when you're racing with someone else or racing with a number on your back. So my answer to everyone, and maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, you know, am I ready to race? And what I would tell you is, if you're tactically a good rider, if you can ride in a bunch comfortably and safely, start racing. There's no better way to get fit for racing than racing. You might not even be that physically fit. You might get dropped halfway around. You might get dropped on the second lap. That doesn't matter. The fact is, you're pushing yourself to try and stay in that group. So every week, you come back, you stay in for another lap because you've got those wheels to chase. It's a psychological advantage. You're chasing that wheel, you're pushing yourself, you're doing whatever you can to hold on to that wheel. And you just can't physically push yourself that much in training, in my opinion, which is why this year I don't have a coach. I am my own coach, so I can sort of make these decisions and take these risks, and I can do things a little bit differently, which is why this year you will see me racing like 3 times a week, which is the time trial on a Tuesday, the criterium on a Thursday, and a longer road race on a Sunday. Last year I was just racing once a week on a Sunday. I wasn't really doing any crits, and I think I did like 1 time trial. I was training all week for that race on Sunday. And so far I definitely think it's having an advantage. I mean, I've not peaked yet. I don't feel like I'm at my best, but I really do feel good. I really do feel fit. On Tuesday I averaged 350 watts for 22 minutes on a course, and that was going around corners and junctions and stuff, so maybe a normalized power was like 360, 370, so I know my power's good. And then yesterday I was able to comfortably sit in the break with like 3 domestic professional riders. So far my experiment of racing as much as I can to raise that top end speed has been good. I know I've got the base, I know I've got the endurance from all my training during the winter. Now it's just about building on that base, bringing that top end speed up, and allowing your body to go as hard as you can up here for a sustained period of time. So if you're unsure whether you should race or not, whether you're fit enough, race. I mean, whatever floats your boat, mate. Alright, addressing another question in the vlog today. This is the cafe that I often go to, and this is a golden post box. Now, golden post box were awarded to medalists at the 2012 Olympic Games. And this one was awarded to Bradley Wiggins, gold medal winner, London 2012 men's time trial. That's Bradley Wiggins' golden post box because he lives in my village. Some of you knew that, some of you didn't. I just thought I would clear that question up. That was too heavy, I need a trolley for that. Okay, time for a bit of flat pack action. Hopefully this shouldn't be too hard. I am a pro when it comes to flat pack furniture now. Alright, how hard can it be? Famous last words. The first drawer is officially in and working. Just 1, 2, 3, just 4 more to go. And then that is the finished product. I think it gives it a little bit more character, and now I've also got some drawers to put stuff in. Got one last thing we need to do. The office, the desk is completed until further notice. I'm really liking the white and grey theme, and also the little plant pot there. I'm feeling pretty good about this arrangement now. Good job, Cameron. Good job. Oh, and of course I've got this little like bike thing. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I've just got to clear up all this mess here, and then I'm going to bed. Race day tomorrow, and because I'm racing tomorrow, I'm going to head off now and get an early night. But thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a thumbs up, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.